When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like aloe or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. With Shop Pay, that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales happening. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whatever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, family? Jared the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Check The King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. Folks, back on the Bossman Show. You see that man in the picture, you know who he is. He's been on this show the most times ever, believe it or not, he has. It is the one and only Coach at Howard Bison, of my man Kenny Blakeney on the show. Coach, looking good in your glasses. The hair is popping. I see you, bro. You're flossing.
Hey, it's been a great summer, boss. It's been a great summer, but I got to get back to work now.
Yes, sir. Yes, I've seen on Twitter what was called X now. The guys moving in their first day, your freshmen. So, how good was to see your guys move in on campus, getting graduated in the Howard community that we know is very great, loving and supportive, and just excited for a new year, man. Defend this MEAC championship that you got, man.
Yeah, school started on Monday, so our guys have been moving in over the last probably 7 to 10 days, and the campus is vibrant. The weather here in D.C. has been spectacular. And I know, like, walking around campus today, we had Soul Food Thursday in the cafeteria. So went over to the caf, had a great meal, was there interacting with a lot of the students on campus and welcoming the incoming students to Howard and the community. We had a job fair right on the middle of the yard. So campus is booming, man. This is one of the most vibrant, happening campuses in the country.
Yes, it is. I gotta have Soul Food Thursday. Tell me what was on the menu, man. Like, I love some soul food now. What's on that menu, bro?
Well, I can tell you what was on my plate. I had the fried chicken, the macaroni and cheese, had some yams and some collards, man. So it was a good meal for me this afternoon.
The dessert, the caramel cake, chest pie, any dessert.
You know what I did, boss man? I went for the warm chocolate chip cookies. So
Okay.
I saw them coming out the oven, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going after them."
I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that. It's funny, it's a fish place in Atlanta called Ed's Fish, man. Every Friday, I go there, get me a 2-piece catfish, spaghetti, uh, coleslaw, toast, and a caramel cake with some sweet tea every Friday.
Hey, boss man, I think we need to do a show, just you and I, talking about all the little places around the country we done frequented, man, and had great meals.
That'll be
Because
a
I would
great
certainly love that spot.
Yes, that'll be a great spot, man. Let's do that, bro. You really would, man. And seeing your players on social media, man, I can see I feel like you already had that chemistry, even with the 2 guys you brought in, man. Just seeing that, that's how happy they are. You can tell that they want to be a part of this Vice community, be a part of what you're building, man. How does it feel on the ground seeing these guys come in, seeing them being a part of this great Howard community you all are building up there, man?
Yeah, I got chill bumps when you said that, because I'm just thinking to the point of like where we started and where we are now. And where we are now, boss man, is that we have young men that understand what Howard University is about. They understand who Howard, alums are and what they've done, post graduation. They understand the things that we do here on campus with our social activism, with our community service, and things that we've done on the court too, and they want to be a part of that. So it's kind of neat to see the evolution of the program, where we're getting young men that fit our profile of who we are and the things that we do on and off the court.
And when I'm seeing too, coaches, this, bro, like you always talked about it from day one being the dream factory. I'm seeing it in real life come to existence in what I see on social media, because it's truly like these men living their dreams, be able to accomplish what they want to accomplish, meeting people in higher standing in our country, and getting able to be touched them as well, and by being in DC. So it's like I see it when you all post and put it out there. It truly is becoming, as you want it to be, the dream factor.
Yeah, I think, what Howard stands for and the culture, man, and the tradition, the history, we're just trying to keep that legacy, proud and vibrant and moving along, man. So we're not doing anything that, our I don't want to say our ancestors, but the people before us have done, right? We're just kind of taking that baton and running with it. And hopefully we're making all of those people that have come before us really proud.
Yes, and I think you're doing a great job. And I know you don't really make it about yourself, man, but you got 4 Coach of the Year awards. One of them being the John McClendon Award, because his name on the court, Tennessee State, is John McClendon Court. And I know a lot about Coach McClendon. But how did it feel, man, to get that award for John McClendon, and the 4 other awards you got for the year you all had, knowing what I know too, where you came from to accomplish what you accomplished last year?
Boss man, it's part of and you know me, and part of it is like, yeah, I've thought about it a little, but because of we're trying to continue to push the narrative, and we're trying to push the envelope of, who we are as a basketball program, I stay, pretty present with the work. So I haven't really done a whole lot, in terms of like saying, okay, let me reflect and think about, this and what it's been like. Okay, we've gotten to this point. Let's take a deep breath. Okay, we're back to work. And, we're just trying to continue to push and see what new innovative things we can do. We have a new social initiative that we're going to unveil hopefully on Monday. We're still going to do stuff in the Black maternal health space. We have our guys that have done a whole lot with the social initiatives that were done, and even guys that have transferred in. Guys like Seth Towns, who was involved in the Columbus, George Floyd protests and was arrested in those protests. There's so many different things that, when we're kind of trying to push the narrative of who our program is going to continue to be and build on that, it's really hard to kind of sit still and think about, especially with an individual award that, I truly blessed and honored to receive. And not going to say growing up, but spending my time in Durham at Duke and knowing what John McClendon meant to North Carolina Central, but also meant to our basketball community and the basketball world, it's pretty damn special.
100%, bro. And I feel like, you've been a worker since you've got there, man. You've been working, trying to find the right way. And I can say this as your friend, like, just seeing you work and knowing what you had to deal with behind the scenes sometimes, and just seeing how you persevered and how you just keep going at it, man. Like, I commend you for it, because a lot of people, less people would have tapped out. But you had a vision, a mission, and you're attacking it. And I think you're a great example for your players, because you persevered through some stuff, and look where you are now on the other end of it.
Well, that was the whole plan. It got to some points, Bossman, where I just knew that pouring into our program with, trying to be a leader, a mentor, a big brother for our players, a coach for our players, to try to build a program, try to fundraise, to try to, make things better. My whole thing was like, can we provide everything for our players so they don't compromise or don't feel like they're compromising anything by attending Howard? That's always been my mantra behind what we do at Howard. So if, raising money to try to get a practice gym, the practice gym, Bossman, will be done in October. New locker rooms. Well, the new locker rooms will start construction this year. New offices. We're getting the new offices that will start construction this year. So continuing to try to build and establish a program, because I know with our brand being in Washington, D.C., and that is such a historic university like Howard, which academically is one of the richest universities in the country, programs that I really felt like we can get it popping.
Yeah, because if you can match athletics with academic, you got something special right there. If you can match academic and athletic, and I think you being a Dookie, going to Duke, you've seen how that operates. And I think that your ideas are great for the university, because sometimes you need that from been a PWI to kind of bring that in, so you kind of see how it is, so you can rematch athletics to that and academics. We got something special. We're doing it. So I think you're on the right path, man.
Well, precedents are good for everything, man. I love when people maybe either outside of our university set precedents, and we can share and educate one another on practices that may make our program better from other programs or other people who are doing similar things that are trying to build and establish, long-term success and sustainable success, from nothing.
No doubt. And you know what? Your brand awareness of Howard it's just one of a kind, because no matter if I'm in Memphis or Birmingham, Montgomery, Jacksonville, people tell me, hey, you had a Howard coach on your show, either you or Larry, and I enjoyed that. I went to Howard. So when I go out, people see you, talk to me about you all on my show. It's like, man, you all's brand is strong. So I'm out in Indianapolis hearing about Howard, the Bison, and stuff I've done. Like, I'm just telling you, bro, you all's brand is strong. And I feel like that brand presence is only going to get increased as you build this thing even more. Larry begins to win even more. What Sam is doing in golf, and what Nick is doing in tennis and swimming. I mean, you all are building something there, and athletics is going to be very much hard to duplicate, but it's great for people exposure of what you all are doing as coaches and your players.
Yeah, absolutely. I really feel that we need to give our flowers to our guys, though. Dr. Wayne Frederick, who's our outgoing president, and Mr. Kerry Davis, our athletic director, who hired all of those coaches that you spoke so glowingly about. Those guys did a great job in, I think, selecting and the coaches the right coaches. I mean, you can either go to Coach Torrey Tyson in softball, women's softball. You can go to Sean Kaufman in volleyball, women's volleyball. There's so many different people that it's almost like the golden age of Howard sports. And, all that credit needs to go to Mr. Kerry Davis and Dr. Wayne Frederick.
Yes, and they made great choices, great hiring choices, and all you all. And bro, I'm asking you, bro, like for you, man, this with so many new guys as you hit in November, are you going to be doing a lot of more install than usual, more teaching than usual because you have 8 new guys and added another guy as well? So how much teaching you're going to be doing versus just trying to build off of what you already established?
That's a great question, boss man. I'm right now trying to tinker and figure it out a little bit. I did not do anything with our guys over the summer. I didn't do one drill with them. I didn't coach them any. I let them be. I watched them play a little pickup from time to time. But I really did not talk to them, coach them, and in terms of things on the court. I thought that our season went so long and that it was an intense couple years from our year from 2021 and our year 2022, where I just wanted to step back. And I think they needed a break and I needed a break. But I was here for them. I was, certainly spending time with them off the court as much as I could. They're coming through the office, watching film, whatever those things are. I thought that was really important. And now that we have all of them here on campus, for the first couple days, I just wanted to watch them play pickup again and kind of see what we had and who we can eventually become. I think next week when we get on the court and we start doing a little bit more technical things, it's going to be breaking down to the fundamentals. But while we're doing that, I don't want to lose sight of our conditioning and also, not being robots by having a chance to get up and down and do 5-on-5 things. We're going to do a hell of a lot more just playing this year. But I want to make sure that the details that we need to have and the foundation with the fundamentals that we need to have are so crisp that, those things become second nature as we start to get up and down the floor a little bit.
Yeah, because I feel like you can kind of really gauge what you have when you just let the guys play, kind of without some structure. You kind of can really tell who's in tune, who does what. So when you try to give them some structure, they tighten up, start thinking. This when you see them, this when they playing out thinking, I feel like you do get that good evaluation of what you really have, but they don't have to think before they do something.
No, that's a great point. That's a great point. It's the paralysis through analysis, right? And hopefully we can play through that. And, we got some older guys on our team this year, some guys that have been around and they've been at good programs and have played for good coaches. So I really feel like we have a chance to, expedite this process fast, but you don't want to move too fast where you're doing things that may jeopardize, you can lose a lot of games in August and September, but you can't win games in August and September.
You got that right. And we hope you win a lot of games. We hope you get that MEAC championship again. I'll be in the bar watching again on my birthday. This past.
Well, boss man, we get to come down to Atlanta this year and play the Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech.
What day is that?
I want to say that is November the 9th. November 9th.
Let me see my schedule. I will make it a point to be there. And I will have to even fake like I'm sick, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll be sick that day. Yeah, we want to play at Orlando that day. Something came up that day. Yes, sir. You playing Damon Stoudemire, my guy.
We are playing Coach Stoudemire, man. He's been he's been a good friend and somebody that I really cherish having conversations with.
So I'll assume you get there on the 8th, so I'll make sure I'm in tow. I'll be there, brother.
Absolutely, and we're going to stick around a little bit, boss man, on the 10th and do some stuff with Ambassador Young and go hopefully do a tour of MLK Church and the CNN and the NBA network and all those different things down there and have a great educational experience for our guys as well.
Well, I'll definitely do that with you too. So I'll do that with you, and we'll go out and do our thing too, man. So we'll keep that between you and I. hey, bro, as you know, you're 2-0 when I show up, bro. You're 2-0 when I show up. So maybe
Hey, we'll make sure you're in the house on that game because that would be a special one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bro, it's possible to chat with you, my brother. I love our chats, man. Actually, doing a show more than anybody, man. You're my guy. And I hope I know you feel the same way too, man. I'm always here for you. You already know that, brother.
Thank you, boss man. Anytime, man. You already know. Love what you're doing, and I see you blowing up, bro.
I'm trying, brother. I'm trying.
Nah, you doing it. You're doing it. I love it.
What's up, good people? Bet Online is your #1 source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. Bet Online continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet Online, where the game starts. What's up, family? Jared the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Check The King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to The Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.